Great. My name is Mark Mangini, and I'm a sound designer. That means my job is to create everything that you hear in a motion picture or television production, except for the music. I'm 67 years old, and I've been doing this since I was 19 years old. The reason I'm in cinema is because it was my first love as a child. My father gave me a film camera, our family home movie camera, and because I was interested in animation. And I made animated films as a kid, and then one day in 1976, I saw the Academy Awards, and I connected the two in a way that I hadn't before. I loved making my own home movies, and I saw that this could be a career, and I thought, that's what I'm doing. And I'm sorry to say this to your audience, but I dropped out of my university studies, and I moved from Boston, Massachusetts to Los Angeles, California to pursue a career in filmmaking, not knowing that people do what I do for a living. I didn't know what a sound designer was. I just knew I wanted to be in filmmaking. The things that drive me the most are the joy I get. It's an inner yearning to create. If you know the Italian story of Geppetto, Geppetto is a famous little craftsperson who makes Pinocchio, the little wooden doll. And this is a famous old story, many animated films made of this story. I'm that Italian. I'm an old world Italian craftsman in a shop with my little tools, making something beautiful. And what's important to me is that I make something beautiful and I put it on a shelf. And if you like it, that's beautiful. If you don't like it, that's not important to me. What was important was the joy I got from making something. And that's why I do this every day. And that's why I look forward every morning when I wake up to go to my studio. Sound design, I just explained what it is, but it's now become kind of a mission for me, because when I started in sound in 1976, I know that's before the wheel and fire were discovered, sound was seen as a mechanical process. It's something where, you're missing the gunshot and you put in a gunshot, and it was like assembly work, like working in a factory. And sound can be so much more than that. It can be such an important narrative contributor to the film, and that's my mission now, is to teach and explain how valuable and how economical sound is as a narrative tool. I'm honored to be here, and just from what little I've seen thus far, I've only just been here 10 minutes, I'm so encouraged by the experimental nature of this program, how you seem to embrace every part, every corner of the filmmaking community, including bringing a sound designer to speak to the students. I'm not a famous movie actor or a famous director of photography or a director. I'm a sound designer, but you see the value in me presenting how that can be interesting and informational to the entire student body. That's really encouraging to me, so bravo. The lessons that I learned, last night we were talking about, Mark, given what you know today, what advice would you give to your younger self 48 years ago? And that would be to be true to yourself. And I know this is a cliche. Every art teacher teaches you to follow your inner voice. I never had an art teacher, so I never had heard that. But I know if I had been more true to what I, Mark Mangini, wanted to do 48 years ago, I think I would have accelerated my growth as an artist if I had understood that. Because I know now, after 48 years, that my success is a function of me being me and not me trying to be somebody else.